For this problem, we are given an array with n strings. We must find the longest common prefix. An example of this is an input array of apple, ape, and April. Or if you notice, April is with a capital A where apple and ape are not. And the output would be AP. How I'm thinking about solving this is by creating a 2D array with the string put into lowercase format and split up, and then go down each column and compare. So we have apple, ape, and April. We would create A, P, P, L, E, A, P, E. These would be null, null, A, P, R, I, L. So we would go down and say A, yes. So then we would add this to our string. Let's call it result equals A. Now we go to P, 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 P. We get to the end, add P. Now we come here and compare P with E. Nope, so we end and return the result. Okay, so I've written the method. We're going to output a string. We're given a string array called str. I created a 2D array, a character 2D array called split. And for each string, we are going to convert the string to lowercase. Then we're going to split it up into a character array and add this our character array to our split 2D array. Then created the string result, a Boolean called difference, and set it equal to false so that when we find a difference, we can exit our while loop. I also created column and row counters. So if we get to the end, let's say we had April, let's say ape for ape, April, apes, ape again. If we got to here, we would end because there can't be any other prefixes that it contain because there's no more letters. So that will also end our while loop. I created a current character. So in the case of like this first one, it would be A, and we just go through each of these characters comparing to the ones below. So if it's not the same, so like in the case of P and E, then difference is going to be set to true, which then breaks our while loop, and everything, and the result will be returned. So our result should be AP up to that point. It'll then end our while loop, and we'll return AP. Let's jump back though. Let's say we're at A. If we're not at the bottom row, we're going to increase our row, do it again. If we are at the bottom row, which means we've compared all these, there's no differences. We've compared the whole column. We're going to add that character to our result string. We're going to go back up to the top and move over a column. So now we'd be comparing the P's. And after we're done with this loop, we will return the result. So our time for this, we're going to be going through our string n times, and we're going to be going through our first string, which is going to be m. So we'll be going through potentially every character in our first string that has been broken up into a character array. And our space is going to be, so this is time is n plus n, where n is the number of strings and m is the number of characters in the first string, and space n for the new character array.